Happy Doma Days, Doma fam. Brian and I are back with a lower body HIIT class. This high intensity interval class will incorporate bands, pulses, and a little bit of holding. So get ready to feel the burn. It's a quick class, only about 10 or 15 minutes. So grab a band, your choice. I'd go medium to heavy and then meet us right back here. Let's get moving. All right, welcome back, Doma fam. Let's jump right into it, and we're gonna start with our warm-up. We're gonna go 1 minute air squats, 1 minute frog walks, and 1 minute ski lunge from right to left, just to kind of get things moving and lubricated, and then we'll get on to the remainder of our workout. So we'll start at the top of the mat, center of the mat. Open up your feet, a little wider than your hips. Take a nice big breath in, lower your hips. And then you'll just drive to the top with a squeeze. Lower and lift. And don't worry about how far you come down. Just kind of notice what's happening through your hips. Keep your chest lifted. Start to get your breath rhythm on count. Down and up with a squeeze. Down and up. We got about 5 exercises today. We'll go through it 2 rounds. So nice and quick. Get us moving and then get us on with the day. Nice big push. Lots of prep involved this week, so we're keeping things quick and simple and effective. We got about 10 more seconds here. And then we'll stay low in 3, 2, and hold it low. Take a nice walk to the top, nice and wide, and then just walk to the back. Good, to the top. And to the back. Stay low, stay wide. Keep breathing. Just gonna make sure we feel that lower body. We have about 30 seconds left. Keep your chest lifted, focus on your breath. We're just getting things started. Beautiful. We got about 10 seconds left, and then we'll set up for a ski lunge from right to left. 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. Go lengthwise on your mat. Open up your feet really wide. So you might turn your toes out or keep them a little more parallel. You can play with it a little bit, but we'll just lunge to the right, lunge to the left. Do your best to keep your chest lifted, right? You don't want to come super low. And you kind of keep thinking about pushing your hips back. So we're just taking the time to kind of lubricate the knees and the joints so that your body is a little bit ready to get into the work. Especially when we start moving those big muscle groups, you want to get your breath in order right at the beginning. So focus on your inhale and your exhale to guide you through. Your breath is your powerhouse. It's like a superpower, so you got to use it as much as you can. We got about 10 seconds left. Good, 5. And then 3, 2, and 1. That's it. Even it out, and then stand to the top of your mat. So you can give them a little bit of shake. We're going to start with the band. So grab onto this band. We're going to be very, very good friends with this. Slide it up and over your knees, probably about 2 inches above the knee. It's usually a good place to start. And then let's get this going. So you'll open up your feet a little wider than your hips. It'll turn out of your toes. Let me get my timer restarted. We're gonna go 50 seconds of work, 10 seconds to transition us through. So here we go, nice big breath in, sink it back and down, and drive to the top. That's it. Just gonna go a banded air squat. Air squat or frog squat. You can go a little wider or a little closer, but try not to go super, super wide for this one. Just gonna make sure we get the lower half of our body nice and awake and strong. That way we really get this kind of total body movement throughout this week. Nice big push. Got 15 seconds left. We're gonna stay low in our squat, coming up in 10. Next move is a step out squat, and we'll go from right to left, but make sure you keep the tension on your band just the way it is. In 3, we stay low. 2, stay low. Right foot steps out, and then center, left, and center. Right, center, left, center. And you can really do whatever you want with your arms, right? Whatever feels most comfortable, but stay low. Step, center, step, center. Keep your belly in so you're supporting your low spine. Make sure that your chest isn't sinking too low. So if you're lucky enough to have a mirror in front of you, make sure you can still read the writing on your shirt. Nice big breaths. Out, center, out, center. Keep it low. Find your breath. Use those exhales. You gotta drive the body's weight back. Focus on what you want. Keep breathing, keep moving for you. We're making it to the single digit mark right here. Hallelujah. Right? Always like single digits are the best. 3 seconds. 2, and we're gonna stand all the way up. Last one. Stand up tall. Okay. All right, open up your feet. I'd say about hip width or maybe a little bit wider. And you're gonna lean off to the left, or we're just gonna go out to the side. So toe might tap and then out. Or you can keep it hovered and just press out to the side. Really good spot to catch your breath. So find some deep, steady breaths. Out to the side. Just maintaining tension on your band. You want to stay stable through your belly too. So chest stays tall, belly stays in, because even though we're working the lower half, the abdominal core is really the powerhouse of all of our movement. We got about 15 seconds left here. And we're just gonna switch sides. So in 10, you'll switch feet. 5 more seconds. Love this stuff. 3, 2, and 1. Love is kind of a, we're redefining the word love. Stretch your left leg long, and then out to the side and back in. Out. So keep the right leg strong, but you don't need to lock out the knee by any means. Straight leg, but not a locked knee. If you feel like you're sometimes losing your balance, bring some attention to your right foot. You really want to push down through your big and your second toe to help you maintain balance, helps to fire up your inner thigh, so you really stabilize the ground you're standing on. We're about halfway through. Nice big breaths. Good. Chest stays tall, right? And start to focus. Like, what made you take this class today? What made you join the challenge? What is driving your force right now? And the more that you can think about that, the more easily you can keep going. 3, 2, and 1. Release. You'll slide your band, this is a band, all the way down to your feet, and then meet in a tabletop position. So I think it's nice if you roll it off to the inner arch of your feet. So it's kind of in between the sole of your foot. And then I tuck my toes under. This helps me. If it helps you to tap the top of the foot down, whatever will help you stabilize the band on your left leg. So you'll stretch your right leg all the way out long. And we'll get it moving. We're gonna take a toe tap and lift. So you'll tap and then set it down. Tap, set it down. So you can always come down to the forearms if that feels more comfortable on your wrists. It's really what's best for your body today. Most important is that, again, you're stabilizing from your abdominal center. And then you want to put the focus in the lower half of your body, because the truth is the more you think about your body turning on, the more it actually will. So see if you can start to turn on that strength, turn on thinking about your body getting stronger, envision, your glutes supporting your low back, maybe like getting a little higher, whatever is inspirational to you. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Release, and we'll switch sides. Woo! Those never fail. Holy moly. Here we go. Why did I choose extra heavy? Meh. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Your muscles need oxygen, and we're working some big ones right now, so make sure that your breath is first. If you stop breathing, the body stops working. It goes into survival mode, so tap back into your breath. Reconnect to what inspires you. See yourself getting stronger, feeling better, right? Really look at that picture in your mind's eye. Stay focused right there. We got about 12 seconds left. Lift and lower. That second side always shows up quick. Big burn, right? 5, 4, push. 3, 2, and 1, you're done. Okay, you'll kick your feet out to the front of your mat. You'll keep your band because we're gonna slide it back over the knees. So slide it back up and over your thighs. Just about inch or so, a couple inches. That's probably more than 1, but we're gonna go wide. So a little wider than your hips. Make sure your toes are turned out, your knees are right over the tops of your heels. And we're gonna take a little comboed movement here. So plant your palms, your hips will lower, pick them up off the floor so you could just kind of brush your hands underneath easily and your hips are hovered. You'll lift your hips, come up onto your toes. Squeeze your knees together. Open your knees wide, and then lower your hips to hover. So lift, squeeze your knees together, open them out, lower to hover. Lift, squeeze, open, hover. Lift, squeeze, open, hover. Are you breathing? Just checking. Right? We always forget. Lift, squeeze, open, hover. Lift, squeeze, open, hover. Stay with it. And if you need to ever adjust your feet, just do it, right? Sometimes they kind of slide out from underneath you. Knees don't need to touch by any means. You're just going for your edges. So as wide as you've got, as close as you've got. And really make sure that you're exercising control as you come in, especially with the resistance band. It can make it like they just like squeeze together. Good. 3 more. 2. And 1. We're done. Hips down. Roll up on your feet. All the way up. We got one more round. Air squat, start us out. Open it up. 3, 2. Let's go down and up. Drive and squeeze at the top. Keep your chest lifted. Squeeze forward with your glutes rather than driving your knees back. You can use some noisy exhales to get you moving. See if you can put your head in the lower half of your body. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but it helps if you start to think about the muscle groups you're turning on. So squeeze your glutes forward, think about your glutes. Drive through your heels, start to feel the bottom half of your body start to wake up. We get so used to doing 2,700 things at the same time. So see if you can do one thing, right? Just be here in your body. Give yourself that gift. There's plenty going on, especially during the holiday season, especially during 2020. So let's be real, we kind of need this break. 3, 2, and stay low. Step out right. Back to center, step out left. Center, right, center. Keep the tension on your band. Come on. I tricked Brian into doing this with me. He's probably gonna beat me up after this. Never. 30 seconds. Luckily, he loves this kind of torture just like I do. Stay with it right here. We're closing it out. 15 seconds. Come on, push it. 10. We're going to get a break in 7 seconds. Push. Come on. Give yourself your best. You're worth this work right here. 3, 2, 1, stand up. Woo. Okay. Feet are open. Body's weight goes to the left. Lift your right leg up. Take your taps. Tap and lift. See what you've got. Stay strong and stable from your belly. Stay focused on what you want, what draws you onto your mat today, what you need out of this class, out of this challenge, right? That continued reminder helps a ton when you're really working hard. Big breaths. Got about 20 seconds left. We'll just switch sides. It's coming. We're there, 10 seconds, boom, into single digits, hallelujah. 5, 3, 2, switch. Right foot down, left leg out. Lift and lower. Nice big breaths, right? Gotta stay stable and strong. Put in a little bit of work. It's worth it though. A little bit of work, a lot of bit of work, always worth it when it comes to giving back to yourself. 35 seconds. You can always soften up a little bit of bend in the right knee, especially if the knee ever feels like it's starting to get fatigued. You know, sometimes we get into the habit of driving the knee back and then we forget that we're doing it partway through. So sometimes just a little bend can help relieve some of that unnecessary pressure because you really want the focus here on the outsides of your glutes. Still working a lot through your abs though with this little kind of balance that's added. You're in single digits. We've made it. We're here and we are ready in 5. Oh yeah. 3, and we make it down to the mat. 2, and 1. There it is. Slide your band down to your ankles, and then hop onto your knees, however you make it there. And then just readjust it so it's, kind of in the center line of your foot. Down to the forearms or up onto your palms. Stretch your left leg out, and we'll just tap and then lift. It just taps and lifts straight up. Tap, lift. Make sure you've evened out your weight in between your 2 palms and your left knee. Notice if your heel kind of drops below the midline of your body as you lift. See if you can really maintain lifting your leg in line with your body and then bring it back down. Lift and then lower. Lift and lower. It's worth it. I know it's burning, man. We're burning with you. 10 seconds. It's worth the work. 5, it's worth the work to feel better, to move easier, to breathe easier. 3, 2, and release. Switch. Whew, right away, left leg out. Let's do this. Last one. It's last round, best round style, y'all. This is the favorite. Not only because we're almost done, but because we really have to tap into the mental fortitude that gets built through physical activity. You have to work hard. You really have to dig in deep because sometimes your mind is like, you're nuts. Like, why are we doing this? But you're doing it so you can feel better. 25 seconds. Push. Focus. Right? Think about what you want. Turn on your mental chatter. Happy and helpful, right? Meant by be a mental cheerleader. Maybe a little bit of a mental drill sergeant. That's okay, whatever you need to keep you moving. 5 seconds, go, turn it on. 4, 3, big push, y'all. 2, and 1, there it is. Kick your feet out to the right or to the left, to the top of your mat. We're gonna finish with our bridge combo. So let's get right into it. Slide your band up and over your thighs. Open up your knees and your feet wide. Press up onto your toes. Lift your hips up. Knees squeeze together. Open them back up and then lower your hips to hover. Lift, squeeze, open, hover. Lift, squeeze, open, hover. Are you breathing? Take it down. And you always maintain your hips off the floor so it's control, creating long, lean muscle mass. Stuff that's close to the bone, stuff that really stabilizes your body. Down and up, push, squeeze, squeeze, open, close. Squeeze your glutes at the top, draw your knees together, pull them wide. We got about 7 seconds left. We're gonna take a big finish here coming up. In 3, 2, hold them open, little pulses out. Nice and strong, just 10, 9, 8, hips up, come on, push for the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're done all the way down. Slide your band off. Give your knees a little squeeze, a little hug. Maybe lay out, take a couple of breaths. savor a couple of moments, add a couple of stretches, do whatever you need to seal your practice off in the way that reminds you how freaking epic spending just a little bit of time on your body really can be. I'm sure you guys did a great job. Thank you so much for joining us and another class in our 6-week challenge. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.